Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the McJeffrey 500 Group Edition. This is Jeff. It is January 27th, or is it 28th, actually? It's 28th! I was wrong. January 28th, 2015. This is the podcast where we count down my 500 favorite movies, and I make my friends watch them one film at a time. Today, we are doing a group podcast, meaning that in the event that there's a movie where everybody in the group has seen it, we get as many active co-hosts possible to sit down and watch it and comment as the movie's going along. You can think of it as a commentary track or maybe a, kind of a mystery science theater thing, except we actually hopefully like the movie that's in front of us. So we'll see how this goes. This is the first one. This could be a rousing success, or this can just be a complete and utter disaster. But
lean towards that.
You're leaning towards that?
I like all the nodding. That really is great for podcasting.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I figured I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to let him do his intro,
okay,
do his thing, and then when he starts introducing, then I can interject and tell him what a bad idea this is. But go ahead.
All right. That is Rob.
Hi-oh!
All right. And Rob is to my left. To my right is Scott. Scott, say hello.
Ahoy, hoy.
All right, and our special guest host today, covering for Paul and Lily, who could not make it out for the season.
You are worth two co-hosts.
I'm filling two sets of shoes.
That's right. This would be my good friend and your good friend. You just don't know it yet. Ben. Ben, say hello.
Cheers.
All right. So, everybody at home, because I know everybody's doing this, because this podcast is hella popular.
I'm subscribed.
Thanks, man. So, if you want to watch along with us, and you'll know what the movie is because it'll be revealed when you see me post this thing. These guys don't know what we're about to watch, but they're about to find out right now. So,
Pink flamingos. Come on, pink flamingos.
not pink flamingos.
Not too bad.
That's gonna be a fun one, maybe. We get around to it. Wait, Scott, have you seen Pink Flamingos?
No, I've never seen
Not
Pink
a group
Flamingos.
podcast.
Oh, man. He gets to see it.
Lucky.
I'm not having the snack for that one.
Oh, speaking of, thank you for the reminder, we will be providing snacks. And I will provide the snack now. I don't know if it'll give away the movie, but everybody...
Can we say if it does give away the movie?
Oh, keep it to yourself, and then you can say, I knew it when the movie starts. Everybody's getting Snickers bars.
Ooh.
I know what it is.
Snickers.
My first guess.
Yeah. All right. You know what? Everybody get ready to press play, because we're about to start this motherfucker. And... maybe, hold on. All right, here we go.
Technical difficulties.
No, it's on. Maybe it's on.
The light just blinked. It blinked again.
There we go.
Oh, you turned it off.
I turned it off. Jesus. Yeah, this worked a lot better when I was waiting for you guys.
Is my seat going to vibrate? To the sound?
It's on. You turn it off again.
Why is it?
Why don't you wait?
Because you got a Samsung TV and a Sony DVD player.
They're not talking to each other.
You're doing something wrong.
All right.
You got it. Oh.
There we go.
Oh, that's why. It's set to VCR.
Oh, really? Nice.
Hey, I was off. I was way off.
This
This is not Caddyshack.
No, that would have been a Baby Ruth.
Oh, that's right. Haha.
We are watching Gremlins.
Gremlins.
The 496th greatest film of all time. Some would say that's way too low.
Yeah.
Like you.
Yeah, that's bad.
Just before we get into this movie we're about to... What era is this supposed to be in? Did I just see a sailor and a prostitute?
This is Chinatown.
This
is in real time. This is my understanding.
Chinatown,
Yes.
Or New York? Chinatown?
This is just any town, Chinatown.
Chinatown, USA.
No, I think he's actually in China. Isn't he traveling?
No. Dude, no way. He's not in China.
He must be. That guy's Chinese.
No, but remember, using Gremlins 2 as a way to explain things.
There was a
that
Gremlins
guy's shop.
2?
Yeah, that guy's shop when it was tore down was in New York.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So this must be Chinatown in New York.
Okay. we've all been to Chinatown. Is this,
Not in New York.
No. So this is what Chinatown's like in New York, apparently.
And he's got a New York Yankees hat on. So.
That's a giveaway. Trying to say there's not New York fans outside of New York for the Yankees? Probably
well,
not.
he's in
real
New
ones.
York, so.
All right, so...
Yeah.
So, just to backtrack a little bit, the Warner Brothers Shield that introduces the movie, they actually brought it back for the first time in years for this movie. Prior to that, it was the like the two-line and dot.
Is this gonna be like a trivia track?
I might as well. I might as well throw some factoids your way. So yeah, they brought the Shield back for this movie, and I don't think it's gone away since. All right, so we have Hoyt Axton. Hoyt, yes, plays the father of our hero, Billy.
Fun fact,
William.
I got a Gremlins Christmas sweater this past Christmas, and it was a big hit everywhere I went.
Yes, it was lovely. Did you ever get the King's? Oh, you got the wrong sweater.
Yeah, I got the Brooklyn Nets sweater instead of the King sweater.
All right, that's a story for a different podcast. All right. So essentially, we got Hoyt Axton looking to buy a Christmas gift for his full-grown son, Billy. He's in Chinatown. He's in a
Billy.
Billy.
Oh, Billy.
I like that Hoyt Axton is, like, not quite Joe Don Baker.
Well, aren't we all not quite Joe Don Baker?
But at the same time, when he was just traipsing around in the alleys of New York's Chinatown, I was like, ooh, it could be John Candy. I was really hoping.
All right. I can't
Why
eat
does every old like Asian man in a movie have to have like one fucked
Bad
up
eye.
eye?
Bad eye? Yeah. Supposedly,
because it's the war.
Folks of Asian descent are more susceptible to glaucoma. So,
Is it from smoking the opium?
perhaps that is a reason why.
Don't they also not process dairy as well?
They're like fucking cheese. No thanks.
Well, this actor...
Is that why you shouldn't give a gremlin milk?
Yeah.
Wait, that's not a rule.
So Mogwai is Chinese for something.
It is. It's Chinese for monster or demon.
Little monster.
Oh, little monster.
Yes.
What's a big monster called?
Well, I don't know, but I know
Mogwai.
that. But White Devil is.
It's Americans.
Yes.
Okay.
It's what's the Guilao? Guilo. Yeah, Guilo. That's White Devil.
Rob is married to a woman of Chinese descent, so the more you know. I like the fact that this kid got really excited about $200 for the Mogwai. For this,
It's a lot of money for this kid, man. And it's the early '80s.
To be fair, he hasn't really worked since '85, so before this, you may have recognized him as a throwaway character in Oh God 2.
is that book 2 or that box the Mogwai comes in? That's probably worth about $200 today. So
Because it's antique, yeah.
that's what I'm speaking. This does not look like any Chinatown. This looks like Blade Runner town.
Same alley where Ralph Macchio put his hand through. How many blocks of ice?
Plenty.
Same Chinatown.
Ah. Okay, so we just
How
learned.
much of this trivia track is like bullshit that we're just like throwing out?
I guess
Sorry.
we'll leave that to the listeners and Rock and Ricky Rialto. So we just learned what the rules were, which will be repeated.
So
No,
Spielberg
Rock-
did this movie, right?
Yeah,
He
Is
produced
that why
it.
the letters are the same?
Yeah, that's why
as
he looks like Indiana
Indiana
Jones. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Was this Hill Valley?
This is the same set that they actually filmed Back to the Future. So you might know some similarities. It did burn
This is
down.
Hill Valley?
This is
So it is Hill Valley.
It is. I got notes.
Save the clock tower! Do we hear that in here anywhere?
Probably not. This movie is actually
They came out before.
Yeah, that Back to the Future was a year later.
Here's a little trivia for you.
Oh, here we go.
Steven Spielberg was actually mayor of Hill Valley.
That's not true. Is that true?
And that's why they didn't have to pay to use it. Judge Reinhold, many people don't know this, not a judge.
Just This was a big year for Judge Reinhold because, along with Gremlins, this is the year they gave us Beverly Hills Cop.
Ooh.
So it was the year.
That was peak Reinhold.
That was peak Reinhold.
He had naming your kid Judge. You might as well start naming the rest of your kids like Officer.
I was thinking Jury and Executioner. You know who the Black Sheep is. All right.
Bailiff.
Bailiff's actually not a bad name.
Yeah.
There's Corey Feldman. This was the beginning of
this Judge Reinhold. Oh, terrible.
This was actually the beginning of the Feldman era. He would do Stand By Me a year later, and the Goonies.
The Feldman area.
The Feldman. It's the Corey Feldman era.
Oh, Corey Feldman.
Yeah.
As opposed to the other celebrity Feldmans.
And he reached probably his peak with the Burbs. Right? Yeah.
The 80s belonged to him, and the Burbs, I think, was his what do you call it? His nadir. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Nadir. I think that's apt.
Which Corey was Rock and Roll High School Forever?
That would be Feldman. That's the sequel to Rock and Roll High School.
That's pretty rough.
It was a really bad movie. Alright, this movie was directed by Joe Dante, who prior to this made a werewolf movie called The Howling, which, you guys fans?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The final scene really takes away from the hour and a half or so before it. Seeing the
sad lady wolf.
the Sharpay masquerading as a werewolf.
That's fine. It shows her vulnerability. You're supposed to feel bad there about the shooter.
I don't even recall. Did they shoot her?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Tragic ending.
The movie Boy's Life, Watch the Skies is playing at the local Cineplex, which were the working titles for E.T. and Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Fun fact.
Nice.
I'm going to hit you with a bunch of fun facts throughout.
Written by Chris Columbus. Did anybody remember that? Yeah.
Of Home Alone fame.
And the first Harry Potter movie.
Yeah.
And the second.
And Adventures and Babysitting.
And like every 80s movie,
Yeah.
That was not John Hughes.
presented by Chris Columbus. In a world.
9 months.
I liked 9 Months, actually. I think that was Tom Arnold's second greatest role. Next to True Life. So, we were introduced...
Who takes a dog to the bank?
Billy does. Zach Galligan, who went on to do Gremlins 2.
Oh, he did House of Wax, right?
I don't know. I didn't see the one with Paris Hilton.
No.
The one with Vincent Price?
Yeah, the one in the 80s.
Wait, there's no House of Wax in the. You mean Waxwork?
Maybe.
Okay. Oh, look at Billy. Oh, look at Phoebe.
Somebody played a prank and put his name tag upside down.
What about you?
Oh, the 80s.
Wah, wah. Look at them shoulders. So Phoebe Cates probably to this day best known for Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Actually, more than Gremlins, I guess.
Yeah, Gremlins.
You know, she showed her tits in one of those movies. And it's not this one.
What was that movie where she played a princess?
Princess Caribou.
Yeah.
I think that was like her last major film role. Because then Kevin Kline married her and forced her to have babies. And then we never saw her again.
He's always doing it.
That's what Kevin Klines do. Especially if they don't have mustaches. Oh, Miss Deagle. Alright, now we're just watching the movie apparently.
See, it's difficult. I told you it's going to be hard.
No, it's fine.
This is a good movie.
Yeah, we're going to talk through this whole damn thing.
You need a host.
I'm
Host hard. Host harder.
A better time where Burger Kings were part of America, the heartland of America's storefronts, and the Maytag man still had a shop.
Dense the days.
Before Gordon Jump was seducing young boys into his bicycle shop.
So how much of this stuff right here is kind of like a nod to like things like A Wonderful Life?
A lot of it. Joe Dante is obviously a big fan of the film or actually I should say Chris Columbus, because he comes back to It's a Wonderful Life. Aside from this movie, it's also I have notes. Yeah. All right, can we get back to you on that?
I guess.
There's a spot. Alright, whatever.
Trying to avoid the silence is the hardest part of this.
Yeah, you need like a super good editing, I think.
Oh, we're not editing nothing. Oh, Home Alone 2 also has It's a Wonderful Life attached to it. I should have just known that.
I thought it was Angels with Dirty Souls.
Or wait, what's that one? I mean, I know they had dirty faces, but
Or Angels with Dirty Faces, that's what it was.
That's right. So Mrs. Deagle hates dogs and children. And
I hate men with curly hair like Zach Gallagher. Again, curly-haired men rear their ugly head.
Yeah, Scott has issues with men with curly hair. That's why he hasn't watched many.
Big fan of Entourage, I assume.
That show, you know what my issue with Entourage is? The show is basically the premise is this. Vince, you can't do that. And then Vince does it. And they go,
That's
Vince!
the same premise as Doctor Who, though.
Vince, you totally did that!
Oh no!
Oh no! Everybody's like,
Completely messed it
why are
up.
you all saying, "Oh no"?
Maybe
This dog is ravaging this old lady.
If that happened now, that dog would be shot.
I know, dead on sight.
Sent to Guantanamo.
But she's a
No trial.
miserable person and deserves to be bit by dogs.
All right, and she obviously has a wig on.
Oh yeah,
Obviously,
that's not her natural hair color.
What teenager was wearing a high-collared blouse?
she's working in a professional establishment. She has to look professional.
Professional establishment where they allow you to take your dog in.
I don't think he's allowed.
He was hiding him.
Yeah, he
look,
was
look at that! Look at the sad
He's
look
got a
on his
rope
face.
already tied behind his desk. They don't know what's going on.
Well,
The dog has never
I
been there before.
don't know what they expected from him. It's not like he could tie a necktie, as evidenced earlier, so...
We're gonna.
Were they really expecting he was going to be able to, hitch up his dog back there?
Well, we're
So
gonna.
who was that guy? That older guy?
That right there is Judge Reinhold.
No. Next to Billy.
No, you tell me who that is.
That was Chuck.
Awesome.
Jaeger.
No, Chuck from Looney Tunes, the guy who directed all those.
Chuck Jones?
Chuck Jones. Yes,
Ah,
that was Chuck Jones.
really?
Yeah,
I think that's in my notes somewhere.
The guy in the coat or the guy right there?
the older gentleman, right there,
Okay.
right there.
That's Chuck Jones.
Yes.
It's funny, you don't really think about what these people look like. Like,
Yeah.
I remember watching Strange Brew for the first time, and you hear Mel Blanc's voice coming from Doug and Bob's dad, but I don't think that was
like,
Mel
what
Blanc at all. I think they just put it over some other guy's voice. But he just sounded like Yosemite Sam.
Right.
This was before Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
This was after Fast Times.
After. Okay.
So how many of these kids who went and saw Gremlins were like hoping to see some
Well, it was
Phoebe Cates?
it was PG, so I'm sure their expectations were lower.
Two
than
straight
that.
movies where Judge Reinhold could not get into Phoebe Cates' pants.
I don't know, right?
So really, Judge Reinhold was on a losing streak at this point in the 80s.
Yeah, I don't.
Is this a sequel? To
I'm pretty sure he
Fast
doesn't
Times?
get even close to like jerking off in this one, right?
Maybe a deleted
Maybe.
scene. Apparently, there are a lot more scenes with Judge Reinhold that did get essentially cut off of the sword.
name.
Sword's
That
about
name
to.
is like-
Harry Fourier. Look at that. I'm going to trim that.
Maybe just run a sword
Just the
along.
name Judge Reinhold.
That's
I mean, like Reinhold.
Reinhold.
that is a deep shag.
There's
The balls of St. Mary's.
There's a Wonderful Life right there.
It is a
on little
Wonderful
TV
Life.
screen.
It's the first time
So we're watching a TV screen with a character watching another TV screen.
If only someone else in
Looking
that
at
TV
it.
screen was watching another TV
Well,
screen.
he was looking at a
movie.
movie marquee sign. Yeah. So
Here comes the Peltzer egg cracker. This is.
this is the scene. Oh my goodness.
That's completely illogical. But
How is this family not living on the streets? Everything this guy fucking invents sucks ass.
But see, that's the thing. Is like as long as he finds a buyer, they'll buy like a shitload. And
kind of like that Chinese store.
And think about the cost of living at the time. That really all it took was one or two Peltzer egg crackers, and that family was set for like 2 years.
Right.
I mean, think about how much like a television cost at that point. It would have been like $6,000 for a black and white TV.
God, she cut a lot of onions. What the fuck is she making? Oh, Deagle.
Mrs. D.
All right, Dad's home.
She has a commercial face, not a full-length motion picture face.
Sword fell again. That's fine.
The angelic voice of Hoyt Axton.
He was actually a country singer, right?
He had a guitar in his IMDb photo, so that certainly speaks volumes to his talent.
He's sadly no longer with us.
Back up with Conway Twitty.
One would dream. Pat Hingle actually had a really good audition for.
Who the hell's Pat Hingle? The woman, the mother?
No,
I thought that you were describing like a physical action, like could you pat my Hingle?
Oh man.
Pat Hingle he's an actor.
Okay.
He's been in stuff.
What is he?
Have you seen him in this movie yet?
No, but he had a really good screen test for part of the dad.
I see.
Did Pat Hingle play the dog?
No, Pat Hingle is not in this movie.
How
but
did I open the Cinemark app on my phone?
You have to put it in a cinema mode.
If I put it in Cine mode,
I'll
then
give you stuff.
you can use it no matter where you are.
Oh yeah, because it doesn't know where you
Because
are.
it's not using GPS
it doesn't.
to track you. So if you
doesn't
want to get
know.
like free nachos for sitting at your
Yeah.
desk at work,
Yeah.
first scare in the movie.
Is that dog really Benji with just like better makeup?
Oh shit.
What the fuck is that?
I think that dog's a Muppet. Oddly enough, all the Mogwais in this movie actual Mogwais, but the dog is a Muppet.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, Gizmo.
Oh, Gizmo Kaka.
There's something so sinister. Pat Hingle, you may know from Batman.
Batman.
Batman?
And the sequel Batman Returns.
Batman Returns.
He played Mr. Dennett Sr. in Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. General Luft in Muppets from Space, so it's not the first time he's working for
Right.
Muppet.
He played Commissioner Gordon.
That's right.
Yeah.
See, but know who he didn't play?
Batman.
He didn't play Billy's dad.
Billy's
Oh.
dad. Oh,
Look at that kid.
he's adorable.
He played Bobo Justice in The Grifters.
That's a good movie.
Oh, here it comes.
Don't take that picture!
It's gonna blind that thing. Get him. Get him. Oh,
Googly eyes.
well,
Oh,
did he
of course,
know?
the dad remembers right away
Oh
afterwards.
shit!
right?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh yeah, there's these rules.
So he hates bright lights. Clearly.
That's the first thing I would have thought would have, because it's the rule number one.
Well, he did tell him to dim the lights. Keep them
Right. So they didn't realize that when she put out the camera that maybe there'd be like a bright light.
He had a long day. He's
had a long
resting up. He's not a young whippersnapper.
Yeah, apparently Pat Hingle
not
didn't
Ansel
make
Adams.
the
He doesn't
cut
know
for
about
this
that.
movie. Instead, he had to settle for being the narrator in Land Before Time.
That's too bad.
So, essentially, you can't wash your Mogwai. You can't.
So, would you use like a dry shampoo?
How do Mogwai stay clean?
Did every child in the 80s like have like the most fantastic bedroom ever? Like whether they were like 10 or 18. they
Or
had
in
the
this
best
case,
fucking
21.
bedroom ever.
Oh,
Oh, he was drinking at the bar earlier, wasn't
yeah,
he?
he's 21 years old.
He's 21 years old and
Live
lives
with his
in
parents.
one of the finest
What a
bedrooms
loser.
ever.
Musical Mogwai.
Creepy.
How many people you think were creeped out by Gizmo as opposed to falling in love with him?
I
I think
think
anybody could have been creeped out.
Oh no, I dated
They went out and bought a chihuahua the next day.
I dated a gal who was deathly afraid of all Mogwai, and especially Gizmo.
you fucked up.
Why are you? Humans are so stupid.
You're gonna learn that Billy is completely and utterly inept at virtually everything he does. But I guess it's obviously a movie. I get it, but how come no one's truly just shitting their pants looking at this thing that's clearly
Right, it's actually speaking. It's actually forming words. It's like, whoa, you're a gerbil, and you just yelled bright light at me.
Was that gerbil or gerball?
Oh man. So
Is he putting a little yarmulke on him? Just a...
Mazel tov.
I thought this was a Christmas movie, not a Hanukkah movie.
This was actually intended to be a Christmas movie, but during the
released in the
summer of '84 to compete with Ghostbusters and Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom. This basically was Warner Brothers.
Is he getting ready to dock his ears? Try to make that gremlin look mean.
Well, I imagine Spielberg was like, don't release it at the same time as Temple of Doom. That's a bad idea.
Yeah. It actually
to
did
really take away from Kate Capshaw.
Well, he didn't want both of his movies to compete against each other. I'm sure.
This actually did come out the same weekend as Ghostbusters, though.
Yeah.
Peltzer Juicer?
Why not?
Fresh glass of Peltzer juice.
I wonder how much money he spends on R&D.
Does he own the patents on these, or are these all spec models?
Does he not test his stuff before he actually sells it?
He's like, that's cost too much money.
Clearly, none of it works. And what is he doing putting a whole orange in there?
Why wouldn't you peel that?
That's what you do.
Holy Billy.
That's
he's happy.
There's no
You're
way
in a
that
movie. What'd you expect?
there's no way that one orange produced that much juice. It's illogical.
Would that be heavy pulp?
Yeah, I'm not big on pulp. Corey Feldman, ladies and gentlemen.
I thought it was a real tree.
Corey Feldman in his most spectacular role ever.
Up to this point, for sure.
Him and Jason, Friday the 13th.
Another one.
Four?
The final chapter.
Yeah, that's his best role.
Feldman owned the 80s. Or at least the mid to lates.
Think of all the things that died with the 80s. This haircut is not one of them.
Yeah, no, it's made a comeback. People love that haircut.
I actually thought Corey Feldman was the coolest kid when I was a kid. I wanted to be just like him.
I don't know, he's kind of milquetoast. What was it about him that made him cool?
I don't know.
He was in everything.
He combats
Nobody
Gremlins later, and I thought that was really cool.
What lazy gremlin parent, Mogwai and pet parenting. Just sit the Mogwai and the dog in front of the TV and hope they take care of themselves.
Well, we already seen that Billy's completely and utterly useless. I guess there's plot going on.
Yeah, there's stuff happening right now. He's got his TV set up like he's in a...
Oh, shit!
Oh, PG, are you kidding me? You're 21 years old, you can't be undressing.
Hello, Zach Galligan.
Jesus.
Yeah, nip slip.
With a
Feldman... that was good acting, because he wanted to look so badly.
Come here, Corey Feldman. Bounce on this bed with the Mogwai real quick.
It was a better time.
I'm just going to grab my camera.
Once again...
Don't mind me.
Kid
we're
not
back to
shitting
different
himself.
strokes.
Kid not shitting himself.
So the scenes where you're zooming in, the close-ups of Gizmo
Are actually enlarged.
right. They're a large version of this animatronic creature.
Are we watching full frame?
Someone's got to say something.
No,
I know we're all getting lost in Gizmo's eyes.
I was lost in Zach Galligan's chest.
Oh man, there's not much there though. That's the thing. What
Do you think he waxes?
Apparently, Zach Galligan is an aspiring artist,
yeah, he's
as evidenced by...
you stupid
ass!
kid! You stupid kid! Look at Gizmo. His eyes are like huge. And he's smoking now.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Corey. You fucked up. You listened to his screams.
Nothing good came from Corey Feldman.
There's the Dutch tilt. The Dutch angle.
Dare you
German
enter
tilt.
Yeah.
the House of Mystery?
So it's kind of like this is supposed to be like an intense scene. It's kind of, camera angle's kind of tilted a little bit.
Man, the
Nods to the Conan comics of...
having a
the 70s
Mogwai grow on your comics probably going to bring down the value.
Or maybe not. Maybe increase the value.
Maybe. Oh, he ain't done.
Some of these sketches are pretty good.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Quit that job with the bank, son.
That's
Start
not.
raising Mogwais.
$200
Listen,
each.
kid, we got this great deal on Mogwais. And here we see, the problem when you don't have your Mogwai spayed or neutered.
I wonder if there is a way to sort of like deactivate that procreation part.
Would you remove? There has to be some sort of like reproductive gland that's activated by
exactly.
light
So,
moisture.
Get in there, snip, snip, and you can get 'em wet as fuck. That one looks kind of. That's not a stripe, you idiot.
It's a cute little stripe.
That's a mohawk, so you know it's evil.
That's Stripe.
Again,
he's
the
the
80s.
leader. Mr. T had a mohawk. He wasn't evil.
And he was
Billy Idol
Clubber
had a
Lang,
mohawk.
bro. He was Clubber Lang before he was Mr. T.
I was rooting for him to kill Rocky.
You, sir, are a monster.
I was a Mr. T mark.
I read his autobiography.
Nice.
How was it?
No ghostwriter. The highlights of it include the story of when he supposedly...
They have those things now. He invented the card shuffler before it was a thing.
Yeah.
Mr. T apparently almost burned his penis off with a hot poker when he was like 4 years old.
Nice.
That was the heaviest moment in the book.
Does he recall his first meeting with Sylvester Stallone regarding Clubber Lang?
No,
That's like interesting. But he chose not to write about that, huh?
chose to write a lot about his childhood, being poor, being the world's greatest bouncer. The actual world's greatest bouncer instead of Patrick Swayze as Dalton in Roadhouse.
Right.
Roadhouse.
Oh man, toothpaste all up in his mouth.
That's toothpaste.
Or shaving cream.
Might be shaving cream. Okay, so a bathroom buddy, was this a logical invention? Would this go over today?
I don't think
Well,
that's
we
shaving.
have things like that now. We have the portable shaver and the toothbrushes that you put on your finger, and he's just kind of a primitive idea of how it should be. It shouldn't be like a Swiss army knife.
I don't see how that projection device for shaving cream is any more convenient than a can of shaving cream.
Because he can take it with him anywhere he goes.
You know what else you can take with you anywhere you go? Can of shaving cream.
But it's all in one compact thing.
Just the size of a brick.
Yeah.
It doesn't work for shit.
Oh man.
Oh,
nasty.
that's just gross.
That's gonna lower the.
That dog's a really good actor.
There are
by the
more
way.
money shots in this movie than...
I think the dog may be the best actor in the movie. And Hoyt Axton's head is so small compared to the rest of his body.
How small is it?
It's so small. I don't have a joke.
See, that's the thing. Like these little other Mogwais, they were destined for failure. They didn't get to sleep with Billy, like Gizmo
That's
did.
no prize, right?
So they felt like
Stepchildren.
yeah.
I beg to differ.
They were secluded. They were shunned away. Of course, they're gonna act up.
That's what happens when you pick favorites.
Yeah, Billy,
Billy fucking up again.
Dick, more like Dick. Not Billy.
this-
You parents out there with just one kid, don't pour water on them after midnight.
Yeah.
But isn't it always midnight somewhere? And when does it stop being midnight?
This is fucked up.
Oh,
This is fucked up right here.
Again, gifted acting by the Muppet.
he's very. Is that real?
I mean, can you imagine? Can you imagine finding your dog like that? That would be like, I need to fucking move.
A hammer that
No, you find a
pneumatic
dad
hammer.
like that, you need to get the hell out.
That hammer is totally illogical. I want one though. Oh, the fly swatter gun. Nice.
That doesn't seem practical at all.
But you want one, don't you?
No. Just because something exists doesn't mean you need it.
Here comes a tar. Delicious tar.
So he
Good to the last
he
straw.
invented a coffee machine. That
Drip coffee.
Maybe these things didn't exist back then.
Coffee machines existed back then.
Maybe they didn't.
Mr. Coffee?
Come on,
What the
we've
fuck's
all
going with
seen
that
Spaceballs.
asparagus? Or no, I'm sorry. Vegetables I can't recognize. Artichoke.
Artichoke.
It's like alive.
And why does it need a speaker?
He's given the artichokes
Sentience?
sentience, yeah. And that speaker is for it to project its thoughts.
If you were artichoke, what would you be thinking about?
Don't fucking eat me.
Hey, Billy, is that a Mogwai? No, stupid.
It's like, don't do it again!
Oh, you fucker. Here, now you can have one.
And you can see Gizmo is like so fucking upset every time it happens.
Mr. Coffee has existed for over 45 years, so 72. So
this actor that plays the teacher,
Yes.
I just recently saw him in Deep Cover, where he played the dad of...
Is that the Lawrence Fishburne movie?
Yes, where he is violently killed at the beginning of the movie after trying to rob a convenience store.
I sense a
Failing.
theme. Oh, that's cute.
What's up? What's up? I'm out, fucker. You stuck in there.
So at this point, he's still okay, right? Like,
Who? Who's
Billy.
okay?
Billy is still alright at this point because they haven't been fed after midnight, right?
Yeah.
So he's already fucked up two things of the list of rules. No bright light, repeatedly,
Yeah.
and then
Getting them
getting them wet.
Yeah. But that
he
was
still has-
that technically wasn't his fault. That was Corey Feldman. He fucked up.
yeah, but
But he
his
did
fault
it
by
voluntarily
proxy.
the second time.
Well, because he wanted to.
Science, in the name of science.
Yeah, he wanted to share.
They have labs and places to do that, not like the
No,
local high
the
school.
biology teacher in that elementary high school is good enough. Good enough.
In this town, that's probably the
What's
best.
his actor's name?
I'll look it up. We should have been
He's
prepared.
a
regular in Joe Dante films.
Yes. Yes.
He is known as.
Come on,
Had we been prepared. You can't blame us. We didn't know what we were watching.
Yeah. This is your fault.
It is my fault.
What's the character's name?
I don't even know.
Judge Reinhold.
Harold.
Old.
Harry.
That's Days of Future Reinhold.
Yeah, he's came from the future, back to the past. Something. Get out of banking. Get out of banking.
Get out of banking. Invest in leather hats and leather jackets with fur lining.
Come on, Jeff.
What?
You don't know the name of this actor? I can't believe I forgot his name.
What's that?
He was in the original A Little Shop of Horrors.
Yes.
Not the Rick Moranis Little Shop of Horrors, but the Roger Corman.
It's not Mr. That's not Mr. Anderson, right?
It
Maybe.
might be Mr. Anderson.
What's his name? Just give me the name. I'll tell you if it's right. actor's name.
The actor is Harry Carey Jr.
No.
No.
I thought I was Harry Carey Jr.
He would have been in Back to the Future 3 as well.
No. Yeah, that's not him.
And apparently was on episodes of Spin and Marty.
Jeff, you have failed.
Yes, I have.
That wasn't Dick Miller as Murray.
It is Dick Miller. That's his name.
As Murray Futterman.
Yes, Mr. Futterman. Yes.
Dick Miller.
He
Dick
was
fucking Miller.
also in The Terminator.
Yeah, he's like in a ton of movies.
He's a character actor.
174 roles to his credit.
Is he still with us?
Yeah, he's still alive. They actually made a documentary about him recently.
Yeah. That's great. This is the
Tender moment.
So they cast Zach Galligan because they liked his chemistry with Phoebe Cates. Judd Nelson and Emilio Estevez actually also auditioned for this role. But
Wait, who? Judd Nelson?
Judd Nelson. So you would have Judd and Judge.
Too much personality. That's the problem with those actors. They have too much personality. He had the right amount of no personality to fit into this role. So
you think it's a wise casting decision?
yeah, it's good. It's good. You know, you got Corey Feldman, also Milquetoast. You got
Phoebe Cates.
Phoebe Cates, which is the star of the movie, easily.
She was pretty up there at this point. I'm trying to think. What else was she in besides Fast Times in this?
Drop Dead Fred.
Oh, that's right. That was much later. That was 89. Summer of Batman. Those eyebrows are busy.
Wasn't it the Summer of the Abyss, too?
I believe so. Wasn't it? Yeah. 89 was... I remember Abyss, Deep Star 6, and Leviathan all coming out within a year of each other. It was definitely a time.
I like Leviathan. Never saw Deep 6.
Deep Star 6? It's terrible.
Phoebe Cates also in Shag.
Oh, I remember Shag, kind of.
Shag?
Oh, she was in private
Lake
school.
Shag, or-
I saw private
I
school.
believe so. Or wait. Is it Ricky Lake?
No,
What am I
but...
thinking of?
No, you're thinking of something else.
Hairspray.
Shag. Was
Bridget
it,
Fonda.
Oh, the great Bridget Fonda. I don't think that snow's real.
I don't think Zach's real.
Oh. Did he... Oh, here we go.
Never inject a Mogwai.
Wait, let's see if he holds it up like this. Is he gonna shoot Ghetto style? Or is he gonna shoot him like a doctor or a scientist? Alright.
That's kind of a big needle for such a little monster.
It's in the name of high school science. Grow up.
Sorry. He does not look happy. I believe.
Name the movie.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Original. Kevin McCarthy. There, I got one.
Name the sandwich!
Bologna. I think.
What's the name of the director that directed Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
The original?
Yes,
No idea.
Robert Wise.
Very good. Oh, got the new coat.
He's currently drawing the video for Aha's
Take on me.
classic Take On Me.
That looks like it's like a ham and cheese. On closer inspection. Is that new Coke?
It is new Coke.
That's thrilling.
Well, there was really no Coke Classic. It just went from Coke to new Coke, and then became Coke Classic, and then just became Coke again. But
Whispering Mogwai.
what are they up to?
Name of my next band.
There is actually a band called Mogwai.
There is.
This is the same chicken that caused the one guy in Poltergeist to freak out.
Tear his face off.
My mistake. It's Don Siegel that directed the first.
Invasion
Okay.
of the Body Snatchers.
Robert Wise directed Thing from Another World.
No, he directed The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Well, who directed the Thing from Another World?
Howard Hawks.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's fun to know things. So basically, he saw the clock. It's not after midnight. I could feed him.
But Mogwai.
They've already unplugged
Gizmo
it.
was like, hell no, I'm not gonna eat that shit.
I know better.
What is that?
No.
How old do you think Gizmo is?
I assume it's like the life expectancy of like a dog. So
No, I bet he's like hundreds of years old.
Oh, you think he's?
Yeah, I think that's why he's wise. He's like, I'm not gonna eat that chicken.
He's old enough to drive a car.
Yeah. Let's
So at least 18.
talk about illogical scenes we'll get to later.
Do we know what the relative, human year to Mogwai year ratio would
Well,
be?
it's a little creature, so the heart beats faster. So that must,
Ages them a little faster.
yeah. So they
Yeah,
probably
but parrots live to be hundreds of years old.
right, but they don't move that much, right? Unless
I guess so.
That's not like freaking Gizmo's doing. That's quite the clock radio. Gizmo's not really moving a whole lot.
What is it? He looks like he's manipulating himself under that.
Body snatchers get him excited.
yeah.
The Road Warrior. Who's in that movie?
Kevin McCarthy, best known for UHF, non-invasion body snatchers. Just to say, Road Warrior. What's up? The poster?
Yeah, that
Mel
poster.
Gibson.
That's Mel Gibson.
That was that? Oh,
Like
that's
Mad
the
Max.
first freaking Mad Max?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know?
I would think that you'd be okay, I guess Gizmo's okay. You can tell he's fine because his nose is wet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That happened pretty quickly.
This escalated very quickly.
And that's the other thing is I think Gizmo is older and wiser because he knows that him getting multiplying is a bad fucking idea.
Why didn't he stop Billy?
Do you think it's any coincidence that they chose this actress to play Billy's mom with all these like cocoon things when she has an identical haircut to Sigourney Weaver in Aliens?
It's curly, so do you have issues with it?
She's a woman. It's
Okay, it's fine.
less of an issue.
I see.
Zach Galligan has gone from curly to wavy, in case you were wondering.
It's a weather thing. Oh,
I get one of those
Womp womp.
mid-movie haircuts that never actually rectify.
What's going on here?
Suspension of disbelief. He could very easily have that hair
I suppose,
naturally.
why not put it in the movie? I want to know
And
where
we're
he gets
ba-
his haircut.
when I was a kid.
These are plot gaps we're talking about here.
Randomly, Joe Dante squeezed the scene into the movie where Billy waited 30 minutes to get a haircut.
That was a pretty good scene. As a kid, I was excited with every scene with Corey Feldman in it. I don't know why. I just thought Corey Feldman was the greatest. Even this scene where he's just...
Maybe you were in love with him.
I wanted to be Corey Feldman. Badly.
Anybody want some nerds?
Yeah, I'm
No.
good.
Alright. Lean up to...
Gingerbreading the men.
The phone's right there!
It's funny. We have identical, remote headsets in our state office. They work about as well as that apparatus she was using right there.
Yeah, like, hello.
Alright. I got the time machine from
that
the time machine.
Is that Soupy Sales in the booth behind him?
Could be. We got Robbie the Robot just passed by.
Dick Van Dyke's stunt double walking around with a smoking pipe in the back. These these Mogwai cocoons are filling up like the Hindenburg.
Oh, time machine's gone.
How'd that happen?
It's a time
Now
machine.
there's a story we need to focus on.
There's a movie.
Spin-off.
You know what? I'd never noticed that. You just pointed it
I
out.
just noticed. There. I schooled you, Rob. My work is done.
You learned me.
Right.
Was this the guy? Oh, this is not the guy that played the dad in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, is it? The dad and the neighbor kid? No, that's not him.
No, but he's been in things. There's Deagle again. She's such a cunt.
Easy now.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean
He's
that.
barely been in the movie, man.
But she's been miserable in the whole movie.
Did you know that Deagle rhymes with evil?
Deagle evil. Does it? Technically? Deagle evil.
I can't believe you're having a difficulty with it.
I think you recognize that actor because he was in 16 Candles.
Ah, he was the grandfather.
That's right. Talking about her perky breasts.
Jesus.
Yeah, Grandma feels her up. I think that was the other set of grandparents. Never mind.
Oh.
They're the ones that bring Long Duck Dong along for the ride.
He also is a recurring character on the TV series Super Train.
What?
Super what?
Super Train.
Not familiar with that.
Super Train?
Super Train.
It's about a superhero.
Is that better than Soul Train? Like this?
Oh yeah, more Soul Train references.
The adventures of a nation-spanning train and its passengers.
Ooh, that's
That is a great.
Also starring Huell Hauser.
How long that show was on the air?
Had your favorite actor with the last name Alda Robert.
the great Robert Alter.
Robert Alda.
All right. Oh,
How long was it on the air?
9 episodes.
Oh, that's too bad. Sounds like a precursor to Snowpiercer.
9 glorious episodes of Robert Alda. Oh, we have action. Gizmo hiding safely in a Honda motorcycle helmet, or maybe a dirt bike helmet.
I'm guessing dirt bike. Billy don't seem
And
bad.
it's
Moped.
a
It was a moped. Huh?
This is genuinely horrific.
This, alright, the beauty of practical effects. You enjoying them nerds?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What exactly?
I feel like you're taunting me with them. They were.
The cocoon bursting open is also letting out the smoke.
Yeah. Can you imagine the smells?
Listen, sometimes a high school chemistry teacher just needs to have a block of dry ice in the bag.
This is high school?
This is high school. Corey Feldman.
You think he's a chemistry teacher?
He must be freshman.
They're Bunsen burners.
Yeah, but they're watching a video about the physiology of animals.
What are they doing with Bunsen burners? And
Maybe he's like an all science. He covers all the sciences.
Corey Feldman can't be in high school. This has to be grade school.
junior high?
Maybe.
We were not trusted with fire. Let alone, I don't think we were trusted with cutting knives when we were in elementary school.
Yeah.
It was all safety scissors and getting an adult. Look, the Smokey the Bear poster in the
I
background.
thought you were going to say Smoking Bandit.
Yes, it's Jerry Reed on a poster.
Uh-oh.
Oh, look at that face. It's terrible.
What is he looking at? That's so terrifying. We'll find out soon.
Really, the facial acting tells so much of the story right there.
Right.
As with any good Mogwai actor. How much do you think Gizmo made for just this role?
Probably not much because he was an unproven.
Commodity.
Right, yeah. By the time the second one came out, though, he was probably getting banked.
Think about how little those supporting Mogwais got for this movie.
Right, yeah, they probably got paid scale.
With scale for a Mogwai.
Dog treats.
A Snickers bar.
A Snickers bar.
Not even the...
Where does the Snickers bar come
Right
in?
here. He's got a Snickers bar in his hand.
That's why I said Snickers bar.
I'm having my second.
I got you a candy bar. Feel good to have some Snickers right now.
So, Baby Ruth,
Caddyshack.
Caddyshack,
Or-
Poop in the Pool,
or Goonies.
Goonies. This one is Snickers.
Mm-hmm.
Any other Snickers moments in cinema?
Not offhand, I can't think of any.
Reese's Pieces, we know, is E.T.
Yep.
Yes.
Any other?
There wasn't like an Adam Sandler moment with like a Snickers
Junior
bar.
Mints is Seinfeld.
There you go.
Good enough for a Gremlin, good enough for us.
That really does not look like a Snickers bar.
Well, it's 80s.
They were made of real chocolate back then.
Yeah.
And real nougat.
Are you guys at all concerned about the British Cadbury embargo?
I think I'll be okay.
Now that we can't get a proper British Kit Kat bar or a Yorkie.
Oh, shit.
Look at how snowy it is now.
Do you ever feel grateful that have you guys all lived in California your entire lives?
Not my entire life, but
Did you ever live in a place where you had to shovel snow?
no.
Are you grateful that you've never had to live in a place where you had to shovel snow?
I guess so. I'm glad I'm not on the East Coast right now.
Yeah, clearly. Is there blizzards going on over there? Oh,
Oh, shit.
Right in the butt.
Do you think he, injected him with air? Because apparently if you inject somebody with air, they die immediately.
Right in their ass?
You
That's where you're most susceptible.
just take a syringe, suck in some oxygen.
Oh. Well, in the original version of this movie, he originally died with dozens of hypodermic needles stuck in his face.
Those two.
That would have been a little heavy for a PG rating, right? This is PG, right?
Also, in the original script, the dog dies, and the mother gets decapitated. That version might have been fun.
I'm sure Spielberg was like,
No, I'm sure this is all Spielberg going, no.
I'm not going to do that.
Eating test tubes.
Just notice, Billy's got some pretty hefty eyebrows.
Yeah, I was saying that earlier. Yeah, people need to take notice.
Oh, man, this Gremlin's really taking it.
He's bordering on Anthony Davis level eyebrows.
The brow.
Jennifer Connelly eyebrows?
Anne Hathaway. The delightful caterpillars of Anne Hathaway.
What's the other actress? Camilla Bell. She's got the eyebrows now.
Hey, you can pull it off. You can't scratch by a gremlin. I'm sure you'll probably need to go.
Do you now, by the rules of the house?
Oh shit!
Oh no!
I honestly just forgot that part.
Edge, right?
And he's wearing almost the identical parka from An American Werewolf in London. So,
Yeah, he kind of looks like that actor.
like David Naughton.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Totally.
Billy's mom.
My God.
They're pretty good shots. Not to.
If they were trying to avoid him.
How is
pretty
he
good shot.
suspend? Oh, the phone cord. I see. What does she have on the wall over there?
Oh, it's probably an invention.
You need a bigger knife than that.
Those are the worst looking gingerbread cookies I've ever seen in my life.
What? Like who?
I'm sure they're delicious, though.
Who would you give those to?
Somebody you hated, obviously.
And what's up with the middle-aged barbarian in the background in that shot?
This house has got a laundry chute. That's interesting.
It's got a chair rail on the wall up the stairs. That's not right.
Billy, only child.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you think a lot of the problems that he experiences are
Yeah,
because he's an
he
only
thinks
child?
He's special. He thinks he's,
He's just been coddled his whole life, handed Mogwais with no, I would say no conditions, but it was explained to him pretty thoroughly.
He doesn't come across as like
those rules
angry.
don't apply to me, though.
You know what I just noticed? You can lock the attic from the outside.
Yeah, keep him up there.
You have to figure that maybe at some point Billy was probably punished by.
It's actually one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
It's very much a horror movie scene.
At this point, yeah.
So now we're just watching.
This movie just seemed. Like, whenever I think about watching this movie, it seems so light and airy. But this one was so much more hesh than. I guess maybe the second is really what set the tone of it being a ridiculous comedy.
Right, yeah, the second one is a Looney Tunes.
with talking gremlins.
Yeah. That's scary.
You can't do that with an MP3.
Oh,
Shots fired. Shots fired.
man, she's wearing them pants pretty high.
As was the style at the time.
Was that the style?
Loosen them pants, girl. Let that waist hang low.
A bowling trophy. Somebody bowls. I'm admiring the art direction right now.
Grandfather clock.
That ass though.
The tension is killing me right now. Random key.
Well, as a kid,
Lamp.
I remember when I watched it for the first time, there was a possibility she was dead. She was done for. They killed the teacher, so it's sort of like it's totally possible.
She
to
kind
kill her
of
too.
holds her own in this scene.
Oh yeah, that's gory. He likes the gingerbread man.
Of course, he goes right for the head.
Where was this pile of gingerbread man?
Oh, she had.
I thought she spent like the better part of an afternoon on 3 gingerbread men.
Oh, looks like there's like 4 over there.
Once again, why?
Get him!
Ah!
Finally, this malfunctioning equipment comes in handy.
Oh man, got him good.
Peltzered.
I like the fact she doesn't see clearly there's more gremlins. Hi, I was right here the whole time.
I saw him die. So now the gremlin is throwing dishes.
I like the diner booth style table they have in their kitchen.
Oh man, she straight up murders him like a
Train
gangster.
everybody on the set of Game of Thrones.
She went gangster on him.
Fuck your cookies. And here's this scene
Get that Pam in there. Get that Pam.
I always had this weird just thought that kids put their animals in the microwave after seeing this to see what happens.
Where people got the idea from.
Oh shit.
That's essentially what does happen, by the way.
Jeff knows.
I know.
What animal did you put in the microwave?
I'm kidding.
Jeff's other podcast doesn't explode in the microwave.
So, but essentially, it's this movie and Temple of Doom, which
Yeah, here we go. The
birthed the
PG-13.
PG-13.
Yeah.
So, there you go. Thanks, Spielberg.
Thanks, Obama.
Do you know what the first movie to get the PG-13 rating was? That was released theatrically
I don't
first.
remember.
Red Dawn.
Red Dawn.
The first one to actually get it, but was released later, was the Flamingo Kid. So
Not to be confused with the Dirt Bike Kid.
no, that was a PG. That was suitable for the whole family. Didn't it have a Christmas Story Kid in it?
Billingsley.
Peter Billingsley.
I don't know.
Get him!
She got a little cocky. She's like, these things are.
Stupid.
Really, not that far off from Sigourney Weaver in Alien.
Well, I believe Alien came out the same... Well,
No, Alien came out later.
Aliens came out the same year.
84? Did not come out 84. This is 84, dude.
Yeah.
Aliens was
86.
86?
Yeah.
So then Sigourney was inspired by her haircut.
Well, the first one was like
She didn't have that
Early
kind of hair,
80s?
though. No, the first one was 79.
Raining like a fucking.
But she didn't have hair like that.
Gremlins are assholes. I think that's been established, though. Yeah. The sword.
Oh, great. Are you here to be useless, Billy?
Hey!
Oh, there goes your noggin. That's using your head.
I like that he, like, sliced at it, but it just kind of, like, got, golf clubbed over to the fireplace.
Look at that.
Stripe.
Blowing
He's
his
the
nose on
leader.
the curtains.
Remember how cute he was? This, I'd like to think that this is a classic example of nature versus nurture right here.
Right here?
Do you have like a recycle bin for these?
No, we just throw our recyclables in the garbage.
Let's see.
That's
The
a little...
county do it for you.
I call it hobo treasure.
The hobos love it.
Hobos. Alright.
Was that a reference to the Mystery Team?
No.
Hobo treasures.
Who's gonna clean this shit up? Oh, he's looking for Gizmo. His one true love.
Giz, are you okay, Giz?
At least they avoided the Tiffany lamp.
Thank God.
Does anybody get credit for the voices of the Mogwai?
Yes, actually,
Mandel,
Howie
right?
Mandel does the voice of Gizmo, and various other Gremlins are voiced by. I have it.
It's gotta be Mark Hamill, right?
No Mark Hamill, but popular voice actor. I got
Is that a
it.
Dalek?
Blank?
No, that's,
No, more modern.
Is that from
Lost in Space? Is that Tweaky?
No, that's not Lost in Space. That one's from Forbidden Planet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's his name? Robbie the Robot. I have it here somewhere.
Do you have the names?
I got them. They're coming. They're coming.
Jeff, this is poorly organized.
It's all right. It's good.
You're actually using paper.
I know.
Like a savage.
Fool! You want me to find out?
Throwing me off my game.
I have this thing called an iPhone.
No, do you?
It tells me immediately.
So is he going to the
I
YMCA
got it,
because
yeah.
he got kicked out of the house?
Voice is good old Frank Welker,
Ah, Megatron.
Solid.
Peter Cullen,
Optimus Prime.
and here's a Michael Winslow.
What?
I don't know who that is.
Really? Police Academy?
Oh, okay.
Larvell Jones?
I can't do a Michael Winslow impersonation.
Can you do a machine gun sound with just your mouth?
I don't know who that was.
We've lost the bleeps, the creeps, and the sweeps.
You know, the bleeps.
The creeps. And the sweeps.
That was pretty good.
It's about the only Michael Winslow I can do. His stand-up special? No.
Oh, man.
Stripe, you're an ass. He's bounding.
No!
In a pool.
So if one drop gives you like just one.
And are they going to go straight to cuddly? Are they going to be cuddly first, like the others?
No, because he's a gremlin. They're going to come out as gremlins.
So a wet Mogwai is a gremlin.
So the fact they're walking in snow does nothing, but
Was the pool filled with dry ice?
yeah.
and hot tub jets?
I don't know, but it looks nice and warm.
Charlton Heston looks like he should be taming this.
Nice. Yeah, run away, Billy.
Although
run away.
It's not at all because of, parting the Red Sea. It's mostly because I believe that pool is filled with Soylent Green.
Here
It's made of people. Kingston Falls, that's the name of
Is
the
it just me, or was that sign not on earlier?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy trying to look up the voice actors for Gremlins.
He's drinking eggnog. It's eggnog.
It is Christmas.
He's on duty.
Eggnog is... No, okay, good point.
Oh man, he's making it into something good.
Another guy from Beverly Hills Cop. Right? Doesn't he play Victor Maitland's number 2 guy?
I vaguely remember. It's been a while since I've seen Beverly Hills Cop.
He's the one that Eddie Murphy throws over the banquet table.
Yeah.
Big year for him.
Oh, we missed a cameo appearance in that telephone booth scene by Jerry Goldsmith, who did the score for the movie.
Okay.
Oh. Well, we hear his presence.
Jerry Goldsmith's responsible for the Next Generation theme.
Which, of course, was the end credit theme to the motion picture.
Here's some stop motion for your eyes.
Oh man, looks so good.
Stop it already.
Seems legit.
Futterman.
Dick Slater? What's his name? Oh, that's Red Skelton.
Murray.
Dick
He doesn't
Miller?
find anything funny. Murray is a dickhead. And a drunk.
You were correct that Jonathan Banks, the deputy in that scene, was in Beverly Hills Cop. He was also in Airplane.
Isn't he in Breaking Bad?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's gone old. Goddamn foreign TV.
What'd you buy it for then, Murray?
He's probably given
He's
to
a xenophobe.
That's what Gremlins do, ladies and gentlemen. They fuck with your shit.
Foreign cinema.
Like, not on my watch.
Not in my USA with my pink Christmas tree that looks like the throne from Game
That's
of
what I'm going to
Thrones.
fight the war for.
Oh, Nixon.
Oh my god! So my wife's parents have that Nixon poster upstairs in their
I see. So he's
in
a
their house.
jingoist. He's a jingoist.
He's jingoing, baby.
I thought Nixon was great for foreign policy.
Yeah, I know, right?
He was a Quaker, you know.
Oh shit! Look out!
This is the first time we officially hear the theme?
I believe so. Ably provided
It's
by...
like, the scene should be terrifying, but the music's so...
Musical.
Yeah. We're gonna kill him.
It's capering.
Zigzag, fucker, zigzag.
Serpentine, son. Serpentine.
I like that John, what otherwise would be like a caterpillar or a John Deere, is called the Kentucky Harvester.
Yeah, you guys...
Christmas ruined. Lots of screaming. And laughing.
Well, you would get the impression they died,
But no.
but you find out in the new batch they lived
They actually, if you...
fight another day.
Near the end of this movie, you'll hear actually on the TV...
Oh my goodness.
You'll hear that they interview him from a hospital. So watch out for that, because he doesn't die.
We missed another big cameo appearance in
Spielberg?
this uncredited. No. Just before the telephone booth scene, we missed Tom Bergeron of America's Funniest Home Videos fame.
Was he the guy with the sunglasses?
He was the TV news reporter.
Oh, we did miss him. Oh. He looks familiar, too. This movie got a bunch of character actors in it. Aha. Yeah, I'm just kidding. That's water, technically. Snow? No? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's...
No.
It's messing with the lights.
Yeah. But there's like no cars on the road. Well, I guess there is.
It's actually a licensed electrician.
He's very happy. America.
Gizmo's waving a flag.
Is he going to take it back?
Take it all back. Look, people are not shitting themselves. People are just accepting this.
Doesn't he mostly play like Russian mobsters in movies now?
Is it the hairline?
Yeah, probably. We are so silent.
Well,
We're into it now.
We're so focused. I mean, Gizmo just looks mad.
Yeah, he's not. He's
a reluctant
not taking
American
this anymore.
He's
He's fed up.
So this whole setup until now has finally been his call to adventure.
Yeah.
It took this long.
Yeah.
You know, is he going to step up?
It's his hero's journey.
He's a reluctant hero.
Sometimes I think the call to adventure is the only trope I know.
A lot of filmmakers seem to only know that too.
Call to adventure and the Xanatos Gambit.
You don't work there. Don't answer.
Telephone is ringing.
Look at that mohawk.
Look at the hours of operation there.
10:30 to 11:15.
That's
Does she leave the gap for lunch? Is that what it is? Oh,
Kopek.
sweet stair chair.
Is this the house in Billy Madison?
The one where he dances the I Tumble for you.
So you know, there's love in her heart. She loves this cat.
She loves cats. She named him after currency.
Well, I mean, and she has the capacity for love.
Kopek, dollar bill. Dollar bill.
Is it that she's capable of love, or that she's just...
She's a crazy old cat lady, so obviously she doesn't like dogs.
She would have been taken
Rob doesn't
away
like
long.
cats.
Well, she loved at some point. I think she's just
She
bitter.
got a picture of her dad or her husband there.
Well,
probably.
it could be either. That's a pretty old picture.
I think that's her husband. I like the fact she got carolers, and she's got a bucket of ice, or I don't know, it's just a pitcher.
Oh man, who did they kill to get those earmuffs
and a
hats?
nice leather hat.
Yeah,
I think
dude.
that leather cap came from like Run DMC and Tougher Than Leather.
There's something so just wonderfully grotesque about the Gremlins. They're like so mean-spirited. You can't help but love them. You can't help but love them. They make the effort of pretending to sing carols.
There. Oh, she needs her pills. She's not. She thinks it's a specter of death, which it essentially is.
See, the opposite would be if this was Red Fox, he would have thought it was it.
Wow, there's a lot of stairs.
There he is again.
Does ice shift?
Oh man, she's definitely dead.
Assholes.
yeah, we got her good.
Comeuppance, right?
Yeah. Well, she's the one
Somebody
person.
should have built a wall at the end of that staircase, not an open window.
Oh man.
Not the. Oh, not Santa.
It feels like these, moments of mechanical meddling are when you finally get that true definition of the classic Gremlin.
Yeah.
Consistent with all the Looney Tunes cartoons of your childhood.
Well, that's when
All
I
I
saw
used to do back then was attack planes. Right?
Yeah.
I remember the Bugs Bunny versus Gremlin.
And the Twilight Zone one, right?
Yeah, with the Captain Kirk.
I also made the remake with, was that Lithgow?
John Lithgow,
In
yeah.
the Twilight Zone movie. Was that one actually directed by Joe Dante? He did one of the stories.
Yeah, he did one of the stories. Might have been Joe's.
Interesting. There, Corey Feldman, badass swing shot, my hero. Oh, all right. You know what? Corey Feldman knows how to take on some gremlins. Got some big ass.
That's a terrible idea. What
Dangerous.
lesson is that to children?
There's Corey Feldman again with no parents around.
Right.
Think about it, you never see his parents. You hear about his dad was a loony and Stand By Me. But, Goonies, no parent. Oh, no, he had dad. Was a plumber.
No. Oh, man.
Billy, what are you going to do, dude? What's your plan?
Mogwai in a backpack.
He turns to the camera. I'm going to end this.
And he's going to try to save his wannabe girlfriend. It starts.
That seems like a much more successful start of a VW Beetle than I saw any of my friends who owned VW Beetles have in their entire lives, even when it was like brand new.
It's the car of the people, man. It's the car of the people.
Ooh, a Sapphire 11.
Nice.
Oh, I thought it just said XI.
XI radio? Oh, no.
Ooh, a mobile station.
The Pegasus. Ah, funny.
I'm really looking forward to him coming home with just armfuls of snacks. Are those taco Doritos up on the top shelf?
Possibly.
Or are those nacho cheese?
That's 3 for $5, right?
Ooh.
3 for... Wait,
That's 4 for $1.
$1.
No, it's 35 cents per bag, dude.
Oh, is that 35 cents?
The Doritos are 25 cents a bag, I believe.
Oh, man, it's the candy bars are 35 cents. Them's the days. Them's the
And then the
days.
mobile oil is 99 cents.
Oh, my God. How much do you think those cigarettes are? Since we're on
I bet like a gallon of gas at the station was like 32 cents. And that was high. That was for...
I remember when gasoline went from 99 cents to over $1, and I was like, what the fuck?
The smokeless ashtray actually does exist now. Here we go.
Dory's.
Now just Uri's.
Ory's.
Looks like any other Irish tavern.
Where were all these great scenes when I rented the Gremlins video game for my Nintendo?
I love that she keeps serving them.
Well, she wants to get a tip, doesn't she? This song that we're hearing in the background is performed by Michael Cimbello. Just want to share that with you.
Thank you.
From he did Maniac for the Flashdance movie.
Huh.
So
Oh man, like that beer.
So where are the consequences here for them binge drinking?
Right, yeah, that's the other thing. You know, they don't drink water, right? Or is it just
that must be good stuff. Oh,
Is it just water, or is alcohol doesn't count as water?
right?
Well, it
right.
dehydrates you.
But
so.
beer, that's got water in it.
I feel like the rules are out the door. Is that the Star Wars game?
It is Star Wars classic. Maybe this is the most opportune time to say this, but this movie actually has allegations of racism. Since its release, some people have criticized Gremlins as being culturally insensitive.
To who?
Chinese
Gremlins, god damn it!
Some observers have argued that the film represents Gremlins as African Americans.
I think that's a stretch.
Hey, where do they point out?
They do talk in the movie theater, don't they?
I just assumed that they're referring to this scene for whatever reason. It never occurred to me ever.
Oh,
That's
Well, he's obviously black.
oh yeah.
Is he enjoying?
Enjoying some smooth jazz.
Is he enjoying a jazz cigarette? It's not just a Winston.
it's so great. It's so just absurd. And he looks at the
Did he
camera.
set him on fire?
The fact that we're seeing puppets using puppets.
He actually had a mallet. There you go. A little flash dance for you. Madness.
This is weird.
This is racy.
Cutting edge.
They're walking. That's just gross.
Oh man, picking his nose.
Look like they're
Some capable
having some
breakdancing.
fun.
He could have joined the West Coast Pop Lock crew.
Oh man, smoke come out of his ears. It's great.
Phoebe Cates is hitting her stride right now. She's like, just
Light the cigarette.
one more hour till closing time.
Oh.
Do last call. Obviously, these guys are going to be sensible. Call a designated driver.
He's like, he just wants to chew on the cigarette. He doesn't want you to light it.
Oh, Phoebe's figuring shit out.
I miss movies where product placement was likely less product placement, and just the fact that they had like a Coors sign there.
It doesn't seem
like,
as
like it fit in.
like when he gives the candy bar to the gremlin earlier. He doesn't refer to it. I got you a Snickers bar. He said a candy
you guys
bar.
are naive.
Why?
You think?
Those guys got paid.
Oh, I'm sure they did, but they. It's less blatant, I guess, is the term.
Well, I think
Gremlins are just happy to watch their own demise, which.
I know.
They didn't have to say it was a Snickers bar.
They're anarchists, man. They're anarchists.
Boom. Dodging bullets.
I feel like I can really identify with her experience with the Polaroid camera there. It seemed like when we had one when I was a kid, it's always broken.
Kill it with fire! Well, he is, kind of, but whatever. Is that an 8-ball?
Because it's a
See, now,
Volkswagen.
there you go. Now it's acting
Yeah,
like a Volkswagen.
now it's acting like a Volkswagen. Our neighbor had a VW Beetle, and I remember on like frosty mornings he'd come out with a kettle of hot water. It was just like, well,
You got
there goes his windshield.
Don't let anybody else in off the street.
No. God. Wait.
This is the bank. They escaped into their bank, which is... We're entering into post-apocalyptic levels here of devastation.
Gremlins work very fast.
What are these things? Where did they come from?
Aliens.
Uptown New Jersey.
Just like Mr. Feldman said.
Maybe they're Jersey Devils.
Oh.
Hockey. There was hockey on earlier.
The worst thing that ever happened.
Oh, here we go.
This is the great story. This is the great
Time
one.
to bring the mood down.
It was so horrible.
You need to play this scene. We should just all be silent,
It was Christmas Eve.
and you just play this scene during the
I
podcast.
was 9 years old.
Choose. Okay.
Me and Mom were decorating the tree. Waiting for Dad to come home from work. A couple hours went by. Dad wasn't home. Mom called the office.
He's not even paying attention.
Shut up, Phoebe.
Oh, Billy.
Police began a search. 4 or 5 days went by. Neither one of us.
Does anybody see a little bit of Jessica Alba in the old Phoebe Cates?
Maybe a bit.
It was
And the
snowing
young
outside.
Phoebe Cates, which is
The house was
older.
freezing.
Old
Mom
Phoebe
was
Cates,
trying to
yes.
light up the
I think it may just be the lighting in the scene.
No? Maybe if Jeff's TV screen was curved. Look a little bit more.
Mom was expecting them to pull out.
And Phoebe Cates would majestically still have a career to this day.
Oh, she chose to get out of the game. Oh, shit.
Gizmo was paying attention.
In a Santa Claus suit. He'd been climbing down the chimney on Christmas Eve.
That was back in the days when your two front teeth could be bigger than the rest of your teeth.
He was gonna surprise us.
There's nothing wrong with that.
She could open cans.
He's only half paying attention.
Right, it's like that Simpsons episode. Toothless Pete. What would you do without the dental plan? You'd not have your tooth.
Well, I'd be nowhere with that old chomper. Back when a carton of cigarettes cost $4 with no tax.
Oh, Jesus. Those days are over. Barney.
Animal cruelty.
He took the dog with him on the road?
Wait a second. My timeline is all mixed up now. Wait, when did he leave again? Wait, where is he supposed to be?
What's happening?
He's
right
coming
now?
home from the convention.
Where was the convention?
Somewhere other than Kingston, New Jersey.
Kingston.
Somewhere other than Hill Valley.
It's quiet.
Everyone's dead now.
If only there was a clock tower to light their way.
Everyone is dead.
That's cool. The city's all theirs now.
This is the part where Doc Brown runs down the street triumphantly because.
Marty, the Libyans!
And this is the part where Marty comes around the corner like, "You sent me back from the future."
It's all, really, if you cut the sleeves off that parka he's wearing, it'd be Marty's vest.
Marty.
You can tell that's the street. There's the
Yeah,
theater at
yeah.
the end of the street
Yep.
that normally would have had porn on it
Right.
in Back to the Future.
Right.
But today, no porn.
Well, in the future that or present that Marty fixed.
Because, if this was real life, that porn theater would be leveled and there would be a golden corral standing where it used to be.
Oh, man.
Delicious
Or a
golden
daycare
corral.
center.
Don't remind me.
Too soon.
I never had a chance to go there.
I also love the fact that they really dig Snow White. Like these gremlins, they're little monsters, but they love the fuck out of Walt Disney.
This is clearly before the Michael Eisner
What
era.
was-
There's no way.
What was a movie theater selling at that time that was made by the Saratoga Menthol Company?
Cigarettes. Clearly.
and they know how to work a projector. I mean, that shit's difficult.
How do you know? I think they just...
Well, they don't let just anyone do it at a theater. It's a very coveted job that you get paid an extra
they managed
$4 an
they
hour.
managed to splice the film.
Well, it's, obviously the film's not starting at the beginning, so they clearly are nipped to what they're doing. Oh, real four.
Yeah, real four. And then look at them. They're like, what? It's fucking magic. They're so into it, man.
Time for a musical interlude.
There's no way Disney would ever allow this to happen ever again.
They're so happy.
Gremlins.
Gremlins just want to have fun.
They're assholes, but they're
That was the
fine.
plot for part 3, which was a mashup between Gremlins 3 and Mannequin 3.
On the move. Again.
Just want to have fun, man. Just want to have fun.
Meshack Taylor and 7,000 Gremlins.
May he rest in peace.
God, we don't have Meshack Taylor anymore, do we?
No, that's sad.
We saw Zach Galligan.
Clearly.
Galliganakis here.
A boiler room? Movie theater has a boiler room.
There was actually a theatrical release of Snow White at this time, right?
It did come out in the winter of 1930s. When did it come out? 37? Long time ago.
Yeah, so this is not. Yeah, this is not.
But it did get re-released periodically, obviously, in theaters.
So it could have been like a 65th anniversary.
Yeah.
Or not 65th, 45th?
Possibly.
45th?
What year did this come out?
This came out in 84. Yum.
Inquisitively, he's young.
Strive's like, fuck.
He seems like he's really mellowed out. I thought he was supposed to be a badass because he had a mohawk.
Well, he's like, yeah. He just wants some fucking candy.
Who was Howie Mandel did the voice of him?
No, he did the voice of Gizmo.
And who did the voice of Spike?
Colin.
Peter Cullen, huh?
How much do you think they got paid in comparison to, say, like
A gremlin.
Vin Diesel doing fucking Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy,
It's probably a fraction of what he...
learning how to speak, or not learning, but obviously knew how to. Well, maybe he didn't. I don't know. How stupid is Vin Diesel? Is I am Groot too complicated?
Stripe was actually Frank Welker.
Oh,
it
Frank
looks like.
Welker, I'm sorry. Got my
yeah.
voice actors mixed up.
Megatron.
Of the Welker 3?
Michael Sheehan from Gem and the Holograms also did voices as Mogwai as well in Gremlins. And Bob Bergen, who you'd know from Up, apparently, as well as Wall-E and Monsters, Inc.
All right.
Oh no, they ruined the screen.
And they'll never repair that either.
How long
The
has it
original
been since you were
Buckethead
actually
right
able
here.
to get behind a movie screen? When did that go away? Where you could actually get behind a movie screen at a movie theater?
I assume you still can. Can you not? Or is it just a screen? There's just nothing but walls.
Just
now?
a flat wall.
Yeah, when did they figure out that was an actual problem? To have people like
After this
walking
movie.
behind the screen.
After this movie, they're like, what? What?
So they decided to.
Well, probably at the time when they stopped making theaters that were also functional, like theatrical,
Right.
legitimate theaters.
Oh man, they blew up the theater.
Oh. Remember the Alhambra, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no, that's sad.
There goes your porn.
Was that a gremlin with a knife and like a?
Yeah.
Oh, there's the Three Musketeers
Like,
bar.
oh shit! Candy saved his life. Proud of yourself, aren't you, Billy?
In the department store.
Oh. Oh
What?
no.
What?
A lot of nods to Looney Tunes in
Leave him
this.
alone. He's got shopping to do.
He's the last of his kind. He's an endangered species.
A stuffed bunny making the equivalent of a sex doll face.
I had one of those.
Ooh.
Right.
The-
That thing is not breaking no window.
It's sugar glass they are.
That one was already busted. It was weak. Just needed a good thrashing.
Who gives a shit?
Strike.
Shut up,
What do I
Billy.
say? Strike?
He's the leader. He got a
Shut up,
mohawk.
Billy.
Shut up. There you go.
Skateboard.
With the old gel wheels. Although they were pretty hard back then because they weren't urethane, so they'd hit a rock and send that guy flying. If he hit some old people candy, he'd be screwed.
Oh. Soft
What
kisses.
was the build up to this?
Well, he's gonna be the hero.
He didn't even pay attention to her when she was bearing her soul. And all of a sudden, he was, walking around and...
He saw an opportunity. He went for it. He ain't a bitch. He ain't a bitch. He knows.
I mean, he's got a baseball bat.
Quick, to the Montgomery wards. What kind of store is this that's selling, like...
It's a department store.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I believe it actually is a Montgomery Wards.
You believe.
I believe it said so in my notes.
Get that TV! Get that TV, Billy!
Elvis would be so proud.
Oh.
See yourself on TV.
It does kind of look like Montgomery wards.
It is, just take my word for it.
Okay.
It's awards.
When was the last time you went to a Montgomery wards?
Awards still exist?
No. No, the one on...
Oh.
the one on Watt became the two-story Walmart, of course.
Oh.
Yeah.
The toy section.
My favorite section.
Garfield, Smurfette, generic Smurf,
Bugs Bunny.
Bug Bunny. E.T.
E.T.
Sylvester.
Yeah, let's just name them all
Is that
now.
E.T.? That's not, yeah. Oh, okay. That is E.T.
Yeah, look at that head.
You look like an Admiral Akbar.
Because they were all the rage, the plush Admiral Akbars.
Some reason I had one of those boxing puppets that was E.T. wearing a robe. And I had boxing gloves for some reason. I have no idea where it came from.
That sounds weirdly familiar for some reason. E.T. with boxing gloves, yeah.
And he would like, squeeze the handle or the little levers it had inside the handle, and it'd throw, jabs.
Weird, right? There was like this weird.
Oh,
Shit!
Gremlins are strong.
Wow.
It's got quite an arm.
7 1/4 ripsaw blade.
If you ever want to know what to throw at somebody.
Billy, you don't even know what you'd do if you caught a gremlin. You had one job. What the fuck?
That was weird, right?
That was
a
a little
weird
odd.
Mogwai.
Military Mogwai crawl. Remember when everyone had that raft? I'd go to the beach and family of
someone
like
had to blow it up.
6 kids inflating it all at once.
Ooh, he got in a back, man. Kidney shot.
Well, at least he's prepared for the moment.
Billy, you're useless.
Too bad he has, his weak spot is the back.
Oh, bright light. Man, they sell everything. Oh, crossbow.
A children's crossbow, no less.
Don't laugh. One of my nephews got one of those for like
Oh man, that's harsh.
One of my nephews got a child-sized crossbow for his first birthday from one of my brothers-in-law.
How did was it plugged in?
Oh, kick out the
It's got
jams.
batteries.
Oh.
Battery operated.
Oh no, Billy's hurt.
Oh, those are holes in his sweater? I thought it was like a snowflake pattern.
He
got scratched.
He got scratched when they were back at the pool.
So it wasn't Christmas
man,
wear.
chainsaw.
The leading horror movie weapon of the 1970s
This is what happens when you
to
sell
80s.
your chainsaws next to the volleyballs.
Yep, Montgomery Ward. There it is.
There you go. Okay. You know what? I'm willing to buy just about anything going on in this movie, but the fact of the matter that Gizmo's driving this thing without the actual remote, he's just driving it. So is he a magical creature that can make immobile things suddenly mobile? Or are we just supposed to accept that,
Just supposed to accept it.
I don't. This movie lost all credibility.
How strong is that baseball bat?
I don't know.
It worked.
I'm sure you wish he got a metal one.
Man, she broke the fuck out of that thing. She's like a beast.
Lights.
All those lights are so bright.
Wait. What's the chainsaw of the mind of its own? Birdies.
Now we know that seeing birds is a concussion, and it's very serious.
Wait, how do we know this?
Well, all the Gremlins suicides that occurred shortly after the making of this movie from repeated head trauma.
right.
Wait, Ward sold guns?
Apparently.
Like, what did I miss
That
out?
shock jock is intense. He's got taken care of. The hoses.
Don't
Did you
turn
hear
the
what he said?
hoses on.
Hoses.
If only someone would have gone to the local authorities and said, hey, I know this is a little fishy.
There's not a corner of the store that doesn't have like shelves stocked with tennis balls. Everywhere he turns, there's tennis balls falling over.
They're all in vogue in 84.
I do not remember a garden center inside the Montgomery Wards.
Hey, they're just taking creative license.
Hey,
I
tennis
suppose
balls.
they could be artificial
balls.
plants or house plants.
There's more tennis balls
There's
right
gotta
there.
be a Sears. There's no way this is Montgomery
It's
Ward.
a wine stocks.
Gimbals.
Or a best.
I liked best.
Or
Frederated.
Yeah, the best on Arden used to have that wall that was their door. So they would be able to pull out the corner of the building.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah.
does anybody remember Gemco?
Yeah, it was the Government Employees Manufacturing Company.
Oh, I didn't realize it stands for something.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And originally, you had to be a government employee to shop there. Also, Geico, Government Employees Insurance Company.
Just the more you know, man. The more you know.
How come they only take 15 minutes, but you go to the DMV and it takes you like 3 hours?
Because they care about making a profit.
I don't know.
Arguments in favor of gun control.
You need a license for that.
Oh,
If only that gremlin had been licensed,
Yeah.
he would have known.
In the end, Billy didn't do shit.
Yeah, you're right, really. Mogwai's like, Gizmo's like, I gotta take this shit into my own hands.
Look who we're...
Never send a human to do a Mogwai's job.
so what's grodier, this melting scene or the melting scene at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark?
This is pretty gross.
The Raiders scene actually gave me nightmares, so I'm going with that one.
Because there are people. There's people blowing
Yeah.
up.
Gremlin, yeah.
But this is pretty soupy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can watch this and...
Ugh, you hear it?
Yeah.
Really, the fact that he goes into the water, you miss the worst of it, I feel like.
Well, he comes out of the water, though.
Oh, yeah. Spoilers.
Give me a scarf.
Yeah, let me
I'm gonna
wrap
make...
him up real quick.
Wrap that rascal.
He's the hero.
I got a
He's
matching
a hero.
bowling bag that goes with this.
He's a hero. You're a zero, Billy.
Wait. I killed him. I did it. That's a disco.
I left my keys in house
Dis-
spares. I'll be right back.
Zach Galligan in Disco Nursery.
Oh, no. Oh. Look at the eyes. The eyes.
It almost looks like they have, like, bird bones.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
No, that's definitely gremlin bones. I can tell.
Don't get twisted. Wait. God, I love...
You know you want to lick that up, dog.
Eat that
I'm
vomit.
telling you, this is a
You know
fine
you
dog
wanna-
actor
you know.
right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look at it. Backing up. Dogs don't back up.
My dog backs up.
Well, your dog's a fine actor.
It's because you make it drink beforehand.
Oh, epilogue.
Tom Bergeron.
Is that Tom?
No, that's not Tom Bergeron. No, it's not.
Maybe it's his dad.
Mass hysteria.
Unexplained. Yeah, see, it's like they blame the Gremlins, but it's like the Gremlins never existed. But they know the truth.
Oh, is Gizmo sick?
Don't you?
They had to make a separate puppet face with just the mouth to do that.
Yeah. Oh man, he just snuck in. Broke in.
Teleported, dude. The door's open.
So, are the accusations of racism based on the fact that actual Asian people are not nearly as stealthy as this?
Obviously, Asian people don't close the door after
Yeah.
they come inside your house.
Man, so sarcastic.
If you told me that it was Tom Bergeron, I'd believe it.
Sounds a little bit like him, but
He looks a little bit like him.
Tom Bergeron would be too old now if that was him back then.
Listen, everybody was trying to look so much older so they'd be more respected back then. So.
This actor was actually 80 years old. They actually had to olden him up even more. Just want to throw that out there.
Oh, he was already 80.
Yeah, he was
already
80 when they made this movie.
And they said not old enough, old man.
They say he looked too youthful for 80. And his according to the commentary track for Gremlins 2, which I actually listened to, it's because he did not eat fried foods. That's how he kept his youthful features.
Fried food is terrible.
And now look at him. He's like a chatterbox. He was saying very little at the store. Was he
He's being
depressed?
stoic. Now he's giving him a lecture. Guilo.
You're not ready.
Guilo, you're not ready for Mogwai.
If James Hong was in this role, you would have listened to him, damn it. He would have commanded respect. Indeed.
Lopan.
He has something to say to you.
Get bent, Billy.
I like how he says it with like attitude. Comes out of the mouth like, "What's up, fool? What's up, dog?"
Yeah.
Terrible.
I
Way to
farted.
go, Howie Mandel.
And on this, they gave him 7 seasons of Bobby's World. Howie Mandel also
I'm telling
did
you, Mogwais live like hundreds of years.
hundreds of years.
Hundreds of years.
Okay. Did Howie Mandel also work on Muppet Babies?
I would imagine. There's one way to find out.
Muppet Babies.
Make our dreams come true. Actually, I don't know if he worked on Muppet Babies.
Man at gas station tried to sell me. Latest word in technology.
Huh.
Very generous of you. I'm sure it will come in handy.
All the joke.
He's a bad inventor. How do you like their lighting scheme? That pretty good?
Simple but effective.
Elegant.
They only decorated half of the bushes in front of the porch.
It's not gauche. Gauche. It's not gauche.
Howie Mandel, your Muppet Baby voice of Skeeter, Animal, and Budson.
Oh, wow.
Not the mama.
That's dinosaurs.
Although I believe later in
What the
this...
hell's that? Where's
That's
it
the
going?
mood.
It's going into a Thomas Kincaid painting. What's going on? He paints with light, you know. Seriously.
Yeah, that's a fake ass looking town.
Didn't even give him a horse to ride off into the sunset on. Or the moon
Wait,
set.
did he walk all the way from his shop
Yeah,
to
man.
Chinatown in New York.
See, there he is. Chuck Jones.
All
That's
right.
Mr. Jones.
Hey, Nicky Cat was one of the school children.
Nick Cat.
Well,
he wasn't
they-
Nicky back then.
It was Nick then.
He was just Nick.
He would soon grow up and go on Dazed and Confused. There's some names for you. There, Michael Winslow. Barney, played by Mushroom. Best actor in the whole movie.
Indeed. All right, so
Well, final thoughts on Gremlins?
You know, I think it's fallen a little bit for me.
Yeah?
I mean, not listening to the dialogue, but I mean, I had a lot of... I thought I had a lot of affinity for the movie, and it's... I don't know. I don't
Does it
regret
feel like the 496 greatest movie of all time?
that I've ever seen? No.
You think it's lower?
Like, not... We're, like, more in the 700-800 range for me.
Oh, wow.
the thing is that Gremlin, this movie, you know, inspired a lot of other movies after it. So there's a feeling of like, you know,
I'm happy
yeah.
it gave us the sequel.
Yeah, I actually like the sequel more than the original, but you know, you can't beat the sort of like the ability of the movie to be able to sort of like walk that line of being, you know, whimsical, but also genuinely creepy and spooky, especially for a kid.
You can't have Jedi without having Star Wars.
There you go.
I just skip over Empire, it's fine.
Ben? Does it hold up for you?
I don't look at it that way. When I look back at old movies that I watched like during the 80s, you know, I don't think about whether or not it holds up because I'm really aware of how crappy movies were back then. A lot of them were pretty crappy.
Do you think this is one of the crap? Peter Gabriel was on the
I don't think
soundtrack.
it's a crappy movie.
No.
I mean,
No, I don't think it's a
just
bad
movie.
I don't think it's a bad movie. I just don't think it's...
I think to set this movie against something that was
1937, that's correct on
yeah,
the way, by the way.
okay, that's fine. That's fine. No one argued about that.
All right, good.
But to sort of like hold this movie against today's cinema,
No, it's not the same thing.
it doesn't. You don't really. I mean, I don't know. I find that whole like way of watching movies kind of just you're watching movies wrong.
Yeah,
As
I mean,
I've
if
told-
you take 10 other movies from the same year that came out, as you know, same year as Gremlins, I bet you there's at
First
least-
appearance of the Amblin Entertainment logo. I'm sorry, man.
Thanks for interrupting him.
I'm sure there's more movies that came out at the same time that were horrible.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It has nothing to do with the fact that they were put out in that year.
Goonies is a piece of trash. So
Still never seen it.
it's a piece of trash. Don't bother. Don't bother.
You will
You've
get
never seen Goonies?
I was saving it for marriage, and then when I found out that my wife like hates it, she's like, never liked the Goonies. She's like, never gonna need to watch that with me. I was like, okay.
you may get to watch it with me though. And on
Oh
that,
my god, you're telling me Goonies is higher on the list than Gremlins?
I'm not confirming nor denying that.
Oh,
All right, so
Tui.
Wait, so how is Gremlins? Or no, I'm sorry. How is Goonies a worse movie than this?
all right.
No, it is worse than this.
Than Gremlins?
Yeah, Goonies is garbage. It's
In
garbage.
what way is Goonies worse than Gremlins?
The lack of Tom Bergeron.
There's no Gremlins or Mogwai.
But there's more Corey Feldman.
Oh god, that's
And,
There's two Corys in it.
oh no.
no. There's no Haim in Goonies. Dream a little dream. License to drive. Yes.
Oh, my bad.
It's
All
okay.
There is a Josh Brolin in it though.
There's a
But
bro.
there's a Rudy in it.
There is Nastin in it for sure.
Yeah, there's a Sean Astin.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up. So for Rob, Scott, and Ben, I am Jeff.
Oh
and
wow,
Yeah.
that's it, huh?
Yeah,
We're
that's
done talking
the
about
end,
it.
my friend. The end. I bid you adieu, everybody. I'll see you next week.